Ferguson.
Yes, sir. So
He's never been finished. He says he has a strong jaw. He wrote that down here.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to come hard.
Strong jaw.
I mean, he looks like he's got the mindset for it.
Absolutely. If you believe in your jaw, then you're probably just tough.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put all my faith in how tough my jaw is. I'd keep my hands up.
I agree with you.
Some people like to get hit, Jeff.
Yeah, well, they don't want to get hit by these guys, I'll tell you that.
Oh, he's testing his jaw already.
Yeah, he did. He tested it with a right.
This is another time. They both threw overhands and missed.
And if you look at Ferguson, his hands are low. His hands are.
Oh, yeah.
He's just keeping his hands down. So
nice knee to the body.
He's almost overconfident in having a strong jaw.
He is. I mean, he's throwing with everything he's got. Sometimes you do see that as an amateur. I like to see this from Tyler. I like to see him take it down. If you're in there with somebody who's throwing like a maniac at welterweight, that's dangerous. So take him to the ground. There's no shame in that. Take him to the ground, slow him down, beat him up a little bit, take the power out of his hands, his legs.
Wear him out,
Tyler excels at boxing and wrestling. He's a strong wrestler.
He just showed us that with his takedown.
Yeah, strong wrestling skills. But he trains with off-the-chain MMA. Ranked 15th in Arkansas. Says his hero is the American man. Okay. He says he does this for a hobby, but he works at UPS.
This is my hobby.
Yeah.
Well, he's pretty darn good for it being a hobby. And he's trying to transition to the armbar right now. And I think he's going to get that. I think he's going to get that. All he's got to do right now is break the grip.
If he can and get it out, he'll flatten out. And
it looked like, I think he might have been trying to do a bicep cutter right there. I can't really see. All I can see is the back. But it cut for a second. Oh, nice.
Nice hammer fist.
Oh, but he lost the armbar. And now Ferguson is on top.
and
Those little mistakes, you know. If you're right there, you don't really want to give up that.
So Stewart says, where do you see your MMA career in 1 year? And it says pro, if not retired.
Pro belt, if not retired. So 5 years,
I mean, it's a hobby for him. So
10
maybe
seconds
he's saying
left into this.
if he takes too much damage, he's done.
And I mean, we're leaking out there, so.
Oh, yeah.
Looks to me that most of that blood is coming from Ferguson.
That might be from Stewart. I can't tell who that's
I think it's
from.
Ferguson. I think Ferguson has a busted nose. You know the nose bleeds super easy.
Yeah, he was just leaking down onto Stewart. Underneath him, Stewart's got an amateur record of 6-3. Did Ferguson put his record down here? No, I don't see that.
He sure didn't.
But I like his hobbies, being a father and training to do what I love.
Absolutely.
Works for the Caney Creek Mud and Water Department. JD, what's his nick? JD Game Over Ferguson.
JD Game Over Ferguson. Well, let's see if he comes out here with some game over punches.
I'd like to see him keep his hands up a little more.
Me too.
But maybe that's just his style. He's more comfortable with that.
Regardless of styles, keep your hands up, boys.
You can only take so many shots to the head before it actually does some damage.
Absolutely.
And your jaw don't stay strong.
You know, when
forever.
I see somebody, you know, this is my opinion, but when I see somebody with their hands down, I see somebody who's tired.
Yep. But he started out with his hands down, so it just may be the way he trains himself. Who are his coaches? Rod Williams and Danny.
That was a good right hook there.
You know, I live in Dallas. I'm not too familiar with Rod's Warrior Den, but you know, maybe they've got something good going on over there. low key. Oh, big punch from Ferguson.
Yeah, he landed that right.
I still don't like how Ferguson's just keeping his hands
I
down.
don't at all. That is you know, it's not his style. That's just lack of, because he's not using it to benefit himself anyways. He's not using it to keep the range or nothing. You know, and if Tyler Stewart started throwing some kicks to the head or teeps and stuff, he's gonna eat those.
Yeah. Something as simple as a spinning back fist is really going to throw off the game.
Oh yeah. But right
Of course
now
it
we're
would for
seeing
anybody.
Stewart throw punches just one at a
Speaking
time.
of,
I just felt like one was coming.
oh, and he kind of shocked him with that shot.
Oh, that one knocked
And
the
there's the
mouthpiece
mouth guard
his
out.
mouth. And the ref can definitely grab the mouthpiece at this point. Good on him.
You got to appreciate any young man that's got International Harvester tattooed on the back of his calf. He's proud of his tractor.
Definitely a country boy.
Absolutely.
That's
oh,
right.
yeah.
Ain't nothing in the world wrong
Ain't
with that.
nothing wrong with the country boy.
Yeah, it's just really unorthodox to see somebody that just, I mean, from the get-go, he's had his hands down.
Oh.
But he's still in the fight. Look how, I mean, he is forcing his way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's winning right now, and this is 5 rounds, which it's not. I'm going to say it right now. It's not going to make it 5 rounds.
He's hanging in there.
I don't
though.
think so. And both of them throwing some strong strikes. If they land them, it could be a knockout for either one pretty easily.
It looks like he might.
And, you know, another takedown from Stewart might secure you the round.
I think Ferguson kind of initiated that takedown. He had him kind of locked in a headlock guillotine.
And he's spinning for the arm again right off the bat, you know? So who wins these battles, you know? I think Stewart. I think Stewart's got the better ground.
He's
I think
putting on the...
Ferguson kind of took that one to the ground with different intentions.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
Stewart
work out.
transitioned out of it really well.
Oh, yeah.
But both these guys still in it.
It's a good fight. 5 rounds. Done
And
with
that's
2.
You don't think... What are you looking at? You with both of these guys doing what they're doing, you're thinking knockout? Because, I mean, both of them are throwing those wild swings.
I think TKO would be more.
Yeah.
You know, definitely there always a knockout is on the table, but I'm feeling more towards TKO. And if it does go 5 rounds, it's going to be because they're both so tired, they're just kind of sitting there throwing nothing. You know,
Right,
throwing
right.
those punches that just,
And I think
Get
they're
off.
both. I think they're both close to that point already. I see.
Exactly. And this is what, the 3rd round?
Yeah, I see Ferguson over there. He's breathing hard. I see Stewart over there. He's kind of
He's
bent
breathing
over.
hard, man. He was sitting on the stool. He was taking some deep breaths.
Here we go into round 3. Both kind of just studying each other.
I think
So
a
far-
knockout will happen.
So far, how you have it scored in the week?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think I'm going to let the judges go ahead and get paid for this one because it's... you know what? Actually, I have Stewart winning. I have Stewart
I
winning.
have Stewart so far. I have Stewart.
Yeah.
I have Stewart definitely taking
Definitely
the first
taking the
round.
first, and I think maybe steals the second with the takedown.
That takedown, yeah.
Top control. Even though it was
I think it's a very close second, but Stewart definitely had the first.
Is he locked in on a geek? No.
And you know, he could be hitting, well, maybe not. I'm not sure with the amateur rules. They might not have reinforced knees to the head.
Good leg kick.
Well, Stewart's now starting to feel his range.
Yeah,
he's on.
He is tagging him.
But Ferguson relentless.
He did say he had a strong chin.
Yeah, he landed 3 strong rights, one right after the other, so...
Yeah, tough is a thing. It's a thing. That's why I like that dude who put Grinder as his style.
Yeah, right.
It's a good one. He's a grinder.
Ferguson's going to have to
proving
do
be the
something
grinder.
to get off that cage.
Is that going to be your style from here on out?
Nah.
Grinder.
My style is undefeated. No, I'm just I just
You
go
ain't
out
joking.
there, man.
You're not joking. You're undefeated.
I just go out there and I just fight the best of my abilities. You know what I'm saying? Great head kick. Where's that been, Stewart? That was nice.
And you can tell
You
with how
can
he's
hear the
winding those punches.
excitement.
You can tell with how he's winding those punches back. They're both tired.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're tired. I mean, look at them. They're both bloody messes.
Ferguson especially. Stewart seems.
That could have been
And
devastating.
when you have the big boys like this getting tired, you're going to start to see bursts of power.
Right.
And if those land, it might just hurt somebody.
Stewart still has his shoulders squared, so to me, he doesn't seem to be as tired as Ferguson is, but they're both feeling it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you, Malik, you and I were talking about the Bon Erics out of Dallas, Texas. That's why I wore a white shirt tonight,
Nice.
just in
I
case.
see you looking clean.
That way,
Hey,
I
we
can get the
matched yesterday. We didn't even try, but we got the boots and jeans.
I can get the blood splatter just right. It'll probably, go
Yeah,
for some
it's
money
gonna
if we
look
get
good.
Miss Molly to autograph it. And that's the end of round 3. They're both tired, and they
Absolutely.
are both still in the fight.
I'm still saying it's not going to make it to the 5th round. Or, my bad, it's not going to make it to decision.
Okay.
I don't think so. They are starting to slow down, and when
They-
you slow down, you
they
know
are.
the power slows down.
And I wish we could hear what was going on in the corners, like you said, Malik. And I think that's coming.
It will as the organization grows.
But I do wish we could hear what's going on because it looks like Stewart's corner is talking to him quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. He's breathing hard. And so is his opponent. So is Ferguson. Ferguson's over there breathing hard. They're in a fight.
They are.
They're in a fight.
And you have to wonder how much that blood is affecting Ferguson's breathing.
Being able to breathe, exactly.
Because his nose, each round they're having to plug it and
And we'll be able to
keep it
tell,
from
too,
leaking,
you know.
and every time he takes a shot, it's opening right back up.
We'll be able to tell. We'll see if his mouth is open. If his mouth is open, we know that nose, the
he's-
air path is constructed.
Yeah, he's having to breathe through his mouth, and when you open that mouth, that weakens the jaw.
And it is. His mouth is open. Yeah, it definitely weakens the jaw. It leaves it loose. Easier to get knocked out.
Ooh, solid knee to the body.
Really was.
I do not like the hands down at this point. There's just keep your hands up, Ferguson. You're doing good. Keep your hands up.
Yeah, he's throwing strong punches, but like you say, they're just short bursts of energy.
Yeah, I think Ferguson is completely exhausted here. He's having trouble breathing out of that nose.
Oh, that was
but
a
then he
right
hits it with a good right hook.
But a good burst of energy.
And another right.
Stewart's hurt.
And he's got him on the run.
But he
He's
stuffed his punches, you know. He stuffed his punches.
that was more of a slip.
Stewart hit him. This
Ferguson
is
lost
a
that.
barn burner. Okay, the ref can't stop it here. The ref can't stop
No,
it here.
it's
Okay, good stoppage. Good stoppage. Good job by his ref. He didn't give him the mouth. He put it in his mouth.
He
Good
did.
job, ref.
Rocky Demir.
Tell me, get back to it.
I think that was a really good exchange on both parts.
Absolutely.
Stewart got rocked, came back.
I don't know who's in the worst shape out of that.
As exhausted and as tired as both of these fighters are, though, I mean, they are. You could see when they felt that they had their opponent. That
and he
again,
rocked him again.
He's hurt.
But again, like Malik,
Ferguson doesn't have the
Like
he
you
doesn't
said,
have the energy to finish it.
to follow it up, right?
Right.
And you have to be able to do that. You have to be able to capitalize on the damage you cause.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, Ferguson put down that he has a strong chin. Well, now he knows that is a true statement.
It is, but if he'd hold his hands up, it
wouldn't have to be so strong.
He'd breathe a little easier. And
Ferguson is putting it on.
Nice.
Oh,
Good.
oh.
And they're right here
This
above
is getting
us.
your money worth. Oh. I mean, they're getting the reactions out of me now.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
I love when they get right in front of us and you can actually hear
Giving you your money's worth.
That's right.
Oh, my. Overhand.
Well, let's be honest about it now. Stewart's got a pretty strong jaw himself.
He sure does. Those some
taking
big old boys.
shots.
They might have weighed in at 170, but I'm telling you what, that Ferguson looks like he's easily 190.
I'm going to say they're both right around 200.
Yeah, they could be. They could be.
They're both, maybe not quite that. But
Both of them listed
close to
walking
it.
around
Close
weight.
to it.
Walking around weight at 185, but both weighed in at 170. So.
Yeah. Well, they're all of
okay.
185 now.
I thought they were a little bigger than that.
No, that's our welterweights, and we've got our lightweights coming up next.
Yes. Next we have our
That's
amateur lightweight.
Jazzy Jeff Creighton and Carlos Malara.
The Dragon. And then we get into the pros. The pros are going to be good.
And that's we were just talking about the pros. You know, amateur you can afford to take a loss, but once you make that switch over to pro,
You can't take it.
there's just no room
You can,
at all.
you know, but it hurts you. It hurts you and it sets you back. And it's very unfortunate because I've known people who fought the greats, the amazing opponents, and they don't get the call. And then this guy who fought bums gets the call.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the last round.
It is. It's the final round, and
I
again,
didn't think it was going to make it out of this.
well, we're not to the end yet.
I think they're both
They're
both
getting
just
too
too
tired.
tired.
Yeah,
they're
they're
too
getting too
tired to
tired.
finish it. It's
I
gonna,
said if it makes it to a decision, it's going to be out of just exhaustion.
I think it is.
But with that being said, they are still throwing. They are still throwing.
Well, it's exactly like you said. Short. Once they get tired like that, they're going to come in short bursts.
Yeah. They're saving it up for that one punch.
Right, and they're looking for that headhunter knockout,
Absolutely.
and just unable to follow it up and capitalize on any damage they do because of they're tired.
And here's the question now I got for y'all, all right? Who's winning this fight?
I think I've got to score it to Stewart.
So Stewart, okay.
Yeah, I would go with
What, he
Stewart.
took the first two, right?
That'd
If I
be my
remember
thought.
correctly.
I think I'm going to score it to Stewart.
Okay. I'm not even going to make a comment on it.
It's a very close fight. They both have to do something this round.
Comes down to this round.
This
Yeah.
that
both
takedown
have to
right
take
Takedown
there,
for Stewart.
and those takedowns are what's going to make the difference in
And
this fight.
And there's a minute and 30 left. If he can control it from the top
He might just win.
position, I think that's
He's
going to
cutting.
be.
He's
what puts
messing
it
with his
over the
air
top.
even more right there. As you can see his forearm across his neck.
That's a horrible position, you know. That sucks. Oh, he might be
choking him out. No, he's.
And from a spectator's perspective, from a fan's perspective, this is the fight you pay to see.
Absolutely. There's blood. There's heavy shots. There's
Exactly.
slams. That's what you want to see. Their face. I mean, look at Ferguson's face. He's going to feel that.
Oh yeah.
From a technical perspective, you know,
They've got a lot of
there's
work.
some sloppiness to
Yeah,
it.
they've got a lot to work on.
But
But from a fan perspective, this is the fight you pay to see.
I think this is Stewart being the more technical fighter, as in I think he has more skills. But Ferguson is a brute, man.
But we're
Just
talking.
proved it.
I agree.
We're talking about 15 minutes of
He's just a bad man.
war.
He's
I
giving
mean,
up his back. Ferguson's giving up his back.
only 20 seconds left in the round, in the fight.
And I think this might be what finishes it off for Stewart.
He tried to throw him off there, but you can see him reacting from these when he throws those kidney shots. My goodness. Yeah, that was just something. Just wow.
And even I have to applaud that one.
All right. Tyler Stewart out of the red corner. J.D. Ferguson out of the blue. And it's going to a judge's decision.
And I will say, out of all the fights we have watched, I think that is one of the first ones we've all three applauded.
Yeah.
And just said that was an outstanding fight.
Well, just get ready, Daniel, because, I mean, the rest of the night is going to be from this point on. We've got another title fight coming up. We're going to take a short intermission, and then we've got our pro fights tonight. And the skill level is high.
Now, tell me more about the pro fights, Jeff. Do they go five rounds as well?
Well, and there are some
title fight.
Well, there are some differences in the fact that, for instance, elbows. When you have them on the ground fighting amateur, you can't throw those elbows. You can only drop down hand strikes.
Right.
Well, in pro though, if you were in full mount, you'd be able to drop down elbows too. Maybe get that cut. Same thing with knees. It's just a few different minor rule changes, but it makes a big difference.
Now, are the rounds any longer, any shorter? More rounds, less rounds?
It depends. Just like the title fights will be 5 rounds. These will be 3 5-minute rounds. Wait, yeah, 3 5-minute rounds if I got that right. But we'll make sure as we come back, and that dude definitely got overheated.
I think that proves the exhaustion.
That's right.
And the amount of energy that they both put into this fight.
We got Rocky calling them to the center of the ring. He's going to make it official. So,
how about that fight, ladies and gentlemen? By unanimous decision, your winner out of the red corner, Tyler the Second Pound Stewart!
There were a few boos out of the crowd, but I have to say I agree with that.
The crowd, we've all got our favorites, but I am going to have to say, just from the judges, if you leave it up to the judges, you're going to get what you get. And but he did look like he was a little more in control, movement, kind of led the fight.
You ready to talk?
His
What a
takedowns
fight,
are what
bro.
I think set him off.
How you feeling?
Oh, I feel sick.
Well, I tell you what, you earned that belt tonight. I mean, y'all went back and forth. Y'all are big old boys. I know those punches had to hurt. You stayed in the fight. He stayed in the fight. Well-earned victory. You're going to have a lot to take from this.
First off, I want to thank my sponsor, Deco Creek Designs. Thank you so much, little big sis. Love you. I just want to thank my family too, my coaches. DeJuan Pickney, he's in the back. He's about to go to war too. Man, it feels amazing to go 5 rounds. Never done it before in my life. As you've seen, I was thrown up in a bucket. But nah, man, it's been a long road. I've been fighting amateur fights since I was 18. I'm 25. It's been a long road, man, and I finally got my belt. So thank you, Texarkana. Thank you, Peak Fighting. Thank you, JD. Hell of a fight, brother. I think that's it.
Big round of applause to both y'all. That was amazing. You both showed the heart of a warrior. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Y'all are both winners tonight. I'm a big fan of both of y'all. Great fight. Keep it up.